Tarot family, what's up? What's up? It's me, the Empress of Fortune. Today we're going to be looking at the next 3 months. This is a timeless tarot reading, and honestly, in a true timeless fashion, I actually recorded this over a year ago before I even started my tarot channel. So you will see a couple of different things in terms of the way that I do things. Not only is the background different, but we actually don't have our lip bulb identifiers in this reading because I hadn't started that system yet. So I actually think also that there may have been 5 piles originally, but I cannot find the files for the other 2 piles. So we're just going to keep it down to 3. You know, everything happens for a reason. Maybe it was meant to be that way. But pile 1, we have the Anna K Tarot. Pile 2, we've got the Thoth Tarot. And pile 3 is the Inversion Tarot. So if you need to take a moment to meditate and choose the pile that is right for you, if you need to pause the video, I encourage you to do that. And I'm just so grateful and feeling so blessed that you're here with me today. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, the timestamps are down below in the description box. And we will see you in your reading. Bye. Then today, your reading about the next 3 months is going to be with the Anna K Tarot. I'm going to shuffle the tarot on camera for you guys. It's going to be pretty interesting because I just organized the suits of the deck. So we may see a dominance of one suit. I'm not entirely sure, but I was just called to do that for shuffling for you guys. So we're going to leave those that wants me to shuffle a little bit more. We're going to leave the tarot for a little bit later in the reading. I've already picked out some oracle cards for you guys off camera. I haven't looked at them yet though, so it will be a surprise to both of us as to what's actually in there. So I'm going to ring my singing bowl a little bit. So if you have, auditory sensitivity, feel free to turn the volume down. And yeah, well, I hope it was soothing to you if you kept the volume up for it. So we will return to the tarot a little bit later. I'm going to leave that right there. But let's tackle some of your oracle cards first. So this is some advice. We're going to leave that till the end. Your advice for the next 3 months from your guides. This is going to give us major themes that you'll be dealing with during the next 3 months. And then these 2 cards are actually identifiers. I'm going to switch these for now. These 2 cards are actually identifiers. This is going to let you know if you chose the pile that is best for you. I will often try to make sure that the pile is resonating with the identity of the person who's watching the video, right? So for our first card from our animal shaman deck, we have Rooster. Rooster, here we go. That says enthusiasm, positivity, humor, potency, sexuality, talkativeness, egotism, exhibitionism, and vanity. All right, I'm definitely getting like maybe some jock kind of vibes right now. That doesn't mean that you have to play sports, but definitely a lot of confidence. Definitely a ton of confidence. You're probably a pretty confident person. Oh my gosh, I don't remember which way this was, but I'm hoping it was this way. Faith. All right, so you may have a lot of faith in yourself, and that's maybe where your confidence comes from. You may consider yourself to be a religious person. That's not for everybody, obviously, that picks pile 3, but some of you guys may be religious or may attend, your place of worship often, or, you may engage with spirit often yourself. But we have trust, unwavering, and confidence, right? I already had picked up on that confidence from the rooster. So definitely, I don't know if anybody here has ever seen Tuca and Birdie on Netflix, but there is this one character on there who's a rooster, and he's just like so cocky all the time, right? So, cock of the walk, that's the kind of vibes that I'm getting here. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's not a bad thing. It definitely, I'm smiling right now. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but these types of personalities, you can definitely be
kind of a class clown sometimes, maybe, usually pretty popular. You might like to even get up really early in the morning because we have the rooster, caws early in the morning, so you might be a morning person. Whatever aspect of this description that resonates with you, go ahead and take it. It doesn't have to be every single part of the description resonates with you, but I'm just reading the things as they come. I'm definitely feeling that enthusiasm, and I really want to laugh, so I'm totally getting that humor. You with the sunshine and rising with the sun, definitely I'm getting a lot of positivity, especially with this heart here and all of like this fire in the heart area and the heart chakra area on the drawing. That, as you guys can see, she's got a lot of fiery energy here, right? But it's like passionate, right? And we go here with that sexuality that it says on the card too. So I'm seeing that. So, you may have a lot of strong connections with maybe some of those who have passed on, or you may think about death a lot, and that's kind of a weird thing to say, but I'm just thinking about like these little pomegranate seed kind of things that it looks like she has in her hair here. So that's just interesting, and especially, to go along with the faith aspect. And if you're, very religious, I think you might be the type of person who's kind of like maybe like a YOLO a little bit, like, you only live once, let's go ahead and just like have some fun, right? So if that resonates with you, then this is definitely your reading. Fine. Oh my gosh. I'm like, I want to be your friend. I feel like you probably have a lot of good times. You probably have a lot of good times. All right, so let's go ahead and do major themes for the next 3 months of your life, pile 3. So we have here, we're all mad here. I'm not going to take that reversal. Somebody's telling me not to take that reversal. And then we have uncertainty. Ooh, with numbers 23 and 39. Those may be significant. Numbers 23 and 39. So I'm definitely seeing, the next 3 months, you may not know exactly what's going to happen, or a situation may occur that kind of throws a little wrench in all of the gears and, kind of ruins your plans a little bit. So things may end up a little bit uncertain and towards the end. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything bad. I don't want to say I'm picking, it's not sinister vibes. It's that sounds horrible. It's not sinister vibes at all, but it's more like, I'm getting almost like Little Red Riding Hood. Like, I know this is supposed to be Alice in Wonderland, but she's giving me almost like Little Red Riding Hood with this kind of, I don't know if you guys are getting that too, but I don't know. It's just like, she's getting that red hood. I don't know why I'm getting that, but it's like almost like there's a wolf or something. I'm definitely getting wolf in sheep's clothing. Maybe somebody around you is like a little bit of a wolf in sheep's clothing. I don't know. I don't get it, but that's definitely something that I picked up on just now. We have the gas mask here in the caterpillar. You may like smoking or smoking hookah or something like that. That might just be another little personality thing for you. But you might not. You may hate it. Who knows? Because she's crying over here and she might be like, right? Whatever. Anyway. We do see a little bit of uncertainty, and you might feel like you're surrounded, I guess, by people who don't understand you, or maybe you're finding people who really do understand you, and it's like they're the same kind of, I don't want to use the word crazy, but they're the same kind of, same kind of vibes as you are, right? So you may find kind of your group, and maybe those people like to be a little bit more spontaneous, or maybe finding these people throw a wrench in your plan. I feel like it's one of the two things. It's either that you found a group of people that you feel like we're all, the same kind of vibe, and we're all doing that here together. And so, yeah, things are kind of uncertain, but like we're here kind of chilling together. You might end up, doing some fun extracurricular activities here with the smoke that I see, right? So you might find people who are like that. That's one option. Or maybe like the total opposite, where you feel like you are not safe in the situation where you are because you're not being looked out for, and like the people around you are not are making you feel unsafe, right? And you feel like maybe some people around you are not in their right mind. Okay, so, and that's causing some uncertainty in terms of what you want. So those are kind of the two options. We'll maybe take it we'll see maybe if it leans more one way than the other, or maybe I'll just read for both, or maybe both will apply and I'll be able to read all the cards both ways. Who knows? We'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and put our two themes over here to the side and bring our tarot cards down. So what we're going to do with these tarot cards is I'm going to pull out some cards for month number 1, pull out some cards for month number 2, and then I'll pull some cards out for month number 3. So let's get some insight into pile 3's 1 month from now. And this is a timeless reading, so this is from 1 month from whenever you're viewing it, okay? So 1 month from now for pile 3. Give me a few cards to give us some insight into 1 month from now for pile 3. Anything significant that pile 3 should know or would be interested to know. We call upon ancestors, benevolent ancestors, guides, angels, higher selves, the network, call upon spirit. All right, here we go. This is month number 1. Is there any more from month number 1? No. Let's do month number 2. 2 months from now. What is something? Oh, here we go. Month number 2. Is there anything more from month number 2? Month number 3. 3 months from now. 3 months from now, Spirit, please. What can pile 3 expect 3 months from now? Just a few. Okay, that one I guess really wants to turn over. Is there any more? Any more for 3 months from now? No, okay. Alright, we're going to set this over to the side over here. The Anna K Tarot. Here with the Anna K Tarot this week. For pile 3, I will definitely, if you like the decks that I'm using, or if you're just curious about them, I will link them in the description box below. So definitely check that out with all my other little links. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and start with month number 1. Month number 1, I have the 3 of Cups, the Knight of Cups, 10 of Cups in reverse. They're telling me not to take this reversal, so just the 10 of Cups. So I'm going to turn it over for me. And then we have the Tower as well. Okay. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing a group of people, right? This could be your friends, and I'm seeing the like we're all mad here kind of thing, kind of in the way of this idea of like we're all having a good time. Like I found my people, right? I'm seeing that. And I'm also seeing a figure coming in here who may, you know, try and sweep you off your feet a little bit, or who may you know, just kind of let you know that they like you, but they're not necessarily like committal about it. They're like, you know, they're flirting. I'm definitely seeing somebody flirtatious flirting with you. And because they're not committal about it, you know, maybe that's a part of where that uncertainty comes in. This might be the type of person who, we have our little smoky caterpillar up here, this might be the type of person who not only has their hands in a lot of different pies and like, you know, he has all of his little hands, right, on different stuff, right? So maybe he's dealing with multiple people, or it could be, I'm not necessarily saying that he's dealing with multiple people, but he's just a flirt, right? Or he might just be like, oh yeah, you can come over and smoke, and then like we'll see what happens, right? You never know. Like you could come over for a drink and we'll see what happens, right? Just trying to like lure you in, just to like hang out. Definitely I'm seeing the hangout vibes with like flirting, but it's non-committal, okay? And I think that like this could be like a wish come true a little bit for you, and I'm seeing like, oh my gosh, I could see myself like maybe being in a relationship, and it's not necessarily like with this person, but just like in a relationship in general, right? And I think you're just imagining what that looks like, and this person is kind of like fulfilling those fantasies a little bit of what that is, right? And so like I think you probably really enjoy this person's companionship, but I don't see it going anywhere, right? There's not a strong foundation here. This person is not, like, you see how he's outside this house, and this house has like, we can see into it, all these windows. I think the house is unfinished, right? And then we also have the tower here, which often talks about like a busted foundation, or unsafe or weak foundation in a relationship. So I'm not seeing that necessarily go anywhere. So, you know, definitely protect your heart, but there's nothing saying that you can't still like dream about that relationship and that happiness. It just doesn't have to be with this person. So, take that as that may resonate. If somebody flirts with you, don't take it too seriously. It might feel really good and fun to flirt. You might feel fulfilled by it, but don't take it too seriously unless they're really showing you that they want something more serious. They may not want something more serious at first. In the second month from now, from the time of your viewing, we have the Nine of Wands right here, Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. And then we have the Five of Cups. And then we have the Fool. So yeah, I definitely see, you moving past any disappointments that have been kind of on your mind recently. I know that you might get a little defensive, after, and I'm not saying that this person's going to reject you. It may end up being a flat out rejection. You never know. That Tower is like not always the best omen. So there may be a flat out rejection. So, you can prepare yourself for that. But I see you kind of coming back stronger than ever and really like knowing what you want, not only sexually, but just like in yourself and from a partner. And you can see here, like he's standing outside this house and this house is finished. It's like two parallel images here, right? We've got these two guys standing outside. One of them is here offering flowers, and flowers are pretty, but they die, pretty quickly. And then this house is unfinished here. This house over here, meanwhile, is finished and looks bomb. And then we have this person here with, these rods and these sticks. He's here prepared to build something. He's ready to build something, right? And so I think that in your second month, you'll be realizing that, you are willing to kind of wait. Yes, you are a little bit hurt. Yes, we all take a hit here and there in the search for love, right? He's got this bandage on his head. We all take the hit here and there in the search for love. But you know exactly what you want, and what, you're standing strong in, on the road, and you're ready to like build that road towards this, real strong, actually strong home, right? This home that you have been dreaming of, right? And whether that home is by yourself or with somebody else, you're capable of building it by yourself regardless. And that's what's important. And I think that that's part of how you're going to move past this disappointment. You're going to realize that like, oh, I am capable with these two cups that are still standing here in the Five of Cups. You have a couple cups tipped over. Yes, it's a little sad and rainy. The storms come, but they also pass. And you realize that you have these two cups left and you're ready to go out into the sunshine. And like, look at you. Out on new journeys, ready to do something new and amazing, right? You're not going to let this, little thing hold you back. And it's like, sometimes it feels like, yeah, it's hard to find somebody, or it's hard to find that happiness. And even if you're already in a relationship, maybe it could be that your partner is not necessarily committing to that life together that you want, right? You're thinking like you want something more serious and they're not committing to that, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to be that you're single and somebody's flirting with you, but it could be that you're in a relationship and you guys are flirting with the idea of a stronger commitment, and that stronger commitment is not as forthcoming, okay? So that may be a realization that you have in that situation, and if that happens, then like I said, there could be a flat out rejection, or it could even end up being a breakup, okay? So I'm not saying that somebody's going to break up with you or whatever. I'm not saying that, but, just be prepared that somebody may think about it. Maybe a thought, okay? But it may also just be a rejection of having a deeper commitment in general. I definitely, like I said, see you getting over that, moving past it, and realizing that you're able to build something on your own. And it's not even like just two cups that are left. There's actually more cups outside, even the doorway over here, right? And so it's like you see that you're like over here sad about these little glass cups, but the glass cups, they weren't even that valuable. Like, bump those glass cups, we don't even like them. We have gold cups over here, right? So you're gonna realize that you're gonna follow that pathway, and it's gonna lead you off, you with your little glass cup, your golden cups hidden in your knapsack, off to sell them at the market or whatever it is you're doing, skipping away, loving life. Okay, so I see that for you in month 2. It's going to be a whole new kind of lease on the situation. And here for month 3, 2 of Rods, right here. This may be a situation in month 3 where you kind of feel like staying home, or you're not really sure exactly, what to do. You had such a realignment in month 2 that now, you want to make sure you're choosing the right way to go. And so that's okay if you decide to stay in that house that you've built, right? You're going to stay at home. You're going to kind of wait before you make a decision and not really take any action when it comes to maybe your love life or making a major move in, anything social or anything like that. So I definitely see that month 3 is going to be a little bit more calm. Spirit definitely is seeming like they want to be a little bit, mysterious about month 3, but I also feel like, your attitude here in month 2 and how you kind of react to the situation in month 1 is going to kind of determine that direction, right? This is hard. It's hard to know, what's up and what's down or which way to go, but we have that uncertainty here, right? And so it says choose who you will become. And so it's like he's sitting here, he's got his 2 sticks. He's trying to figure out, what am I doing, right? Is it this way or is it this way? And at the end of the day, I think that what you need to do, let's find some advice. I'm not going to tell you what I think you need to do. I'm going to let the ancestors and the guides tell us. What does Pile 3 what's some advice for Pile 3 in these next 3 months that you have for them? We have boredom, interesting. And then we have bravado. Wow. The imagery in these, the way that they're mirroring some of the imagery that we've already seen is really cool. But we have boredom here with spirit teachers and bravado with warrior guides. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing like this guy looks bored as hell, right? I'm definitely seeing that it's like this idea of if you're bored, you need to take your time and you need to use it to give back to your community. Okay, we have this person who's giving some love to these other people, right? If you're bored, there's no reason for you to be bored when like there's people who need help. Okay, so you can get up and you can go, donate at the soup kitchen or whatever. You can go donate some clothes to the thrift store or the Goodwill or whatever it is that you may have in your town that is going to redistribute that. Whatever organization that you prefer. I'm not advocating for any in particular, but go ahead and just find something to do in a way to help other people and to be a light to other people, because there's no reason to be bored, and that may help you to figure out which way to go, right? I think we see, you're meant to be a leader and you have this path, right? We just keep seeing all these pathways, right? Pathways. There's a path here. There's a path here. There's a path here in this card, right? We see all of this pathway imagery, and it's like you're at the beginning of this new path with the Fool, and you have this idea and this strong idea of how to move forward, right? We have the strong idea of that happiness that you seek and that happiness that you want with your 10 of Cups. You have that idea, and now you just have to move forward with your community, this community back here. Move forward with your community and create that. So don't be bored. If you're bored, you need to go and help somebody else. If you're bored and you're flirting with somebody and they turn out not to be who you thought they were, like, go help somebody else. Maybe you'll meet the love of your life there. You never know. If you're in a relationship and you're flirting with the idea of a deeper commitment and it's not coming forth and you're frustrated, like, go help somebody else, and you won't end up taking out that frustration on your partner, and you and your partner can come back to that conversation at a later time, right? So this is all about just taking a pause, at the end of this 3-month period, because it doesn't seem like, it seems like you wanted something, or that you felt really good in a certain space and you wanted to kind of take it to a deeper level a little bit, or you were, flirting with the idea of taking something to a deeper level, and that didn't pan out, and so now you're not really sure what to do, okay? So with that uncertainty and that not sure what to do, definitely, I think, finding that community and finding friends to lean on, because it may be even that, like, if it's not a romantic situation, like maybe you met a new friend group or something, or your old friends, or a situation with your friends where you guys were gonna do something or go on a trip or something like that, okay, and it didn't happen, right? So you're capable of doing all the things that you wanted to do with another person by yourself. You're capable of doing all of that by yourself. You realize that you have that strength and that inner strength, and so you are prepared to go on that journey alone. And so if you're not sure, you're prepared to go on the journey alone, but you're just not sure about how you're going to do it, then volunteer. Give your time to others and become a leader in your community, okay? We have like all of these big wigs up here because they're the leaders in their community and you're headed that way, okay? So definitely do that. Like, God is pointing and saying, like, you get out there and give your love to someone. give your love to somebody who needs it, right? We have like this parent and this child right here. So it's like you could be collecting coats for the holiday season, or, you know, doing like a food drive or something like that, right? There's lots of good things you could do in the community. That's all that I'm seeing for you guys today. I hope that this was enlightening for you. I hope it provided you guys with some clarity. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, definitely hit the subscribe button down below. I will be back with new videos. I am super excited to be here on YouTube. So if you really liked it, I've been doing stuff over on Twitter and Instagram for a while. You can go follow me there as well. I have those links below in the description too. So namaste. Bye. Today we're going to be looking into the next 3 months of your life. This is a timeless reading, so 3 months from whenever you're watching this, this should be resonant and applicable for you. We're going to be using the Thoth Tarot today to look into that, but I also picked out some oracle cards for you guys earlier. I haven't really looked at them at all, so I'm going to be looking at them with you guys for the first time once I pull them out, and I will be shuffling for you guys live on camera as well. So my shuffling doesn't really take a very long time, so luckily for that, that's why I like to shuffle live. But pile 4, I'm super, super happy that you're here with me today. Thank you so much for being here, and we're going to get into the tarot a little bit later. We're going to do the oracle cards first, but I'm just super excited. I don't know why I'm so excited for you guys. I'm not this excited for any other pile. I mean, I'm excited to just do the video, of course, but I just was not this excited for any other pile. That's so funny. All right, so I have these 2 cards here. And I'll tell you which decks I'm using because I do have a few different decks in this reading. And if you're interested, you can check out those links down below in the description box. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button while I'm giving myself the little plug. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can come back for my other videos as well. These 2 cards are going to be kind of your significators. They're going to be identifiers. So you should see yourself at some point within some of the things that I say about these couple of cards, okay? I'm actually also going to pull some cards from a 3rd deck. I have to go get that one, but I'm going to pull those cards for you after I pull these. So let's see what we have here. We have, this is for my shaman deck. We have the snake card. And that says transformation, concentration, self-awareness, coolness, instinct, preparedness, diplomacy, self-analysis, and sexual intimacy. So we may have some people who are into psychology or negotiating or something like that a little bit in the room. All right, and then the second one is witness. So definitely very observant type of person. To know personal evidence and to speak out, okay? I'm definitely getting that you are the type of person who, one, I'm getting Virgo energy, which is really funny, but I'm getting Virgo energy for sure. But somebody who may like to organize certain things or keep receipts, okay? You might like to change or redecorate often, okay? I'm not saying like change locations necessarily, but just thinking of like shedding skin. You might like to reinvent yourself or change your look sometimes. You might like to redecorate your apartment or something like that, okay? My heart chakra is feeling like really open right now. So definitely I'm feeling that you're a very compassionate person, but with the coldness here, it's not always like, it doesn't always come across like that. And I think it is because you're probably so observant. You're not always like speaking things out. You're not always saying things, but like if you feel something, I do feel like, you know, if somebody asks you, you would say it. If somebody asks you, why not, right? It's interesting because it almost even looks like she has, I mean, this is vampire deck, right? So she definitely has little fangs here, but just like thinking about the fangs of the vampire and then the fangs that a snake has, right? So I'm definitely getting that you might, when you do speak out, people, one, pay attention, and 2, you might have, sometimes things might come across a little stronger than you intend, or you might even have like a harsh tongue sometimes. Definitely, you might be a really good liar. Maybe you're really good at playing those games that involve lying and stuff like that, so you might be really good at that, okay? But it's an interesting thought here, but I'm definitely getting the idea of like reinventing yourself and wanting to like really know who you are on like a deep level, right? might definitely be really sexy. People might think you're really sexy. Okay. Let's go ahead and put that over to the side. And I want to get a little bit more information. So I am going to go get that other deck. Give me just 1 second. I only take the ones that flip up, you guys. Sorry. I know that might be annoying for some of you. And you're like, oh my god. The shuffling never ends. No, it doesn't. Trust me. There we go. See? You just have to, you know, make your needs known. And then the spirit will provide. Alright, so we have here no wings, but I also see airplanes. So you might be a person who likes to travel a lot or likes to fly. Or has to travel a lot but doesn't like to fly. No meadow. Meadow in the reverse. Should I take these reversals? They're saying don't take the reversals. Okay. So wings, meadow, definitely getting fairy energy here. Wrestling ring, you might be a little bit mischievous. You might enjoy fighting. You might like cooking with the spatula here. Devotee, definitely you're a very devoted friend and person in general. You know, when you find things that are important to you, you're devoted. We have watchdog. Oh, right. So that goes with the devotee here because watchdogs are very devoted to their owners. All right, we have Band-Aid. So maybe you were recently injured, or you might be healing from something, or you might be kind of like healing energy yourself. We have river. Okay, so maybe you were injured in a river or injured near water, but that's obviously not for everybody. This might also just mean that you can be kind of an emotional person. We do have snakes that live in water, right? So you might be able to handle those emotions. But I'm getting like those river snakes, right? We have open road. So definitely you might be the type of person who likes a road trip or likes to travel with this plane here, right? So I'm getting kind of a free spirit, somebody who really enjoys food, very, you know, devoted to themselves. You might even have a dog and you might be really devoted to your dog. And yeah, I'm definitely getting like with the flying, there's something I might be flying, might even be going on a trip soon. That might be happening in the next 3 months. Might be going on a trip soon. If you are going on a trip and you do something in a river, be careful. Be careful a little bit, okay? Let's go ahead and put these away. Well, that was nice because sometimes this deck can be mean. And so that was overall a very nice reading. I'm a pretty cool person because this deck was really nice to you. And definitely right, we have coolness here. So I feel like you're pretty cool. This girl even like, she has like a cool look to her. She's like, yeah, my hair is dyed. I have dyed tips. I'm cool. And I'm not making fun of anybody with dyed tips. I think dyed tips are cool. That's why I said that. Because I think they're cool. Alright, so we're going to pull the tarot out now. We're doing the Thoth Tarot. And maybe that's why this deck was so nice to you. The deck of character, maybe that's why it was so nice to you, because the Thoth Tarot is kind of like a badass deck. It's like one of the OGs. One of the OGs. And it has like a really badass energy. Okay. Alright, let's see. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to pull a few cards for each month, basically. So for the first month, let's get pile fours. What the Falcon 4 can expect in 1 month from now in this timeless reading. We'll put it from pile 4 back. Here we go. Is there more for month 1? No? Oh, yes. Oh my god, no. I don't have time for all that. I'm not reading all of those for month 1. You're crazy. Put this one in the pile? No. Okay, are you sure? Alright, I'm going to put it in the pile. Alright, let's do month 2. Month 2. There we go. 18. Alright, I'm trying to decide what it wants me to do. Alright, I guess it wants me to leave that till the end. I guess it wants to surprise even me. So I'm going to leave these over here. And I'm going to let this this energy marinate a little bit. Over here. So month 1, let's see. The Priestess. Strife, which is the 5 of Wands here. The 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. Okay. This Thoth deck is so beautiful. This is the High Priestess here. Now 5 of Wands. 10 of Coins. and Four of Wands. This is definitely, I'm seeing some positivity, but I'm also seeing some competition, okay? You may be a very like intuitive person, a very tuned in person. You may, and with this witness, I'm definitely getting like you are picking up on things that other people don't, okay? You may have even recently had a Kundalini experience, okay? Or you may be about to have a Kundalini experience. So if you don't know what Kundalini is, go check it out. But there's definitely, you know, snake energy in Kundalini as well. So I'm definitely seeing you as a very intuitive person, somebody who is either starting to learn, you know, the secrets of the universe, or is, you know, just trying to be in tune with the secrets of the universe, okay? But I'm definitely seeing that there's some competitive thought action going on here. You might be torn as to like what to actually do. So you might be having difficulty about that. But I am seeing that like you're trying to set a strong foundation with your spirituality, okay? And this might even be for some of my other tarot readers or light workers here. I think that you might there might be kind of like a struggle about whether or not you want to maybe like start a new venture, start a new business using your talents, okay? So if you do decide to do it and you're able to focus, right, and you're able to focus, then I see success for you, because it looks like you have to pare down. Like we have Five of Wands here, and it's saying like your success will come if you go to the Four of Wands, okay? So Five of Wands is like there's too many cooks in the kitchen, there's too much going on. You need to take one thing away from whatever it is you're trying to do, and that's where you're going to have success, okay? So in that first month, you need to kind of figure out like, what are those four things that you're going to focus on, okay? There's four things instead of five things that you should be focusing on. You might even have 10 things, and you should focus on 8 things, okay? Because I'm seeing, you know, we have 8, it's almost like a slice of pizza here, okay? So pizza may be significant somehow, but we have 8 little half bars, and there are 4 whole bars here. So you may have 10 things that you were thinking about doing, and now you need to pare it down to 8 things. I'm also getting this like example. I don't know if this is relevant to anybody, but the idea of like doing a multi-step skincare routine or something like that. Oh, you guys, I think you might be able to see my doggy here. Doing a multi-step skincare routine or something like that. You might want to take a couple steps out or something, you know, to find success, and that might help, you know, really make your skin shine or give you the success that you're looking for, okay? So yeah, month 1, I'm definitely seeing you paring down on something. All right, let's see month 2. I have the Hermit, and I have the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, 2 major arcana, one right after the other. The Hermit is number 9, and then the Wheel of Fortune is number 10, okay? So I am seeing, you know, you kind of taking a new step. And we have this wheel energy here as well, right? Do you see that with the Four of Wands? We have this wheel energy. So it's like things are moving forward, and they will continue to move forward in a natural progression of them, okay? As long as if you've pared down that thing in the first month, if you pared it down, then you really kind of not only start studying, but I would suggest even getting a mentor, okay? So if you pare it down and you get a mentor, then you'll be able to, you know, things will just kind of keep moving forward at like that pleasant pace. I definitely see month 2 being one of kind of just like being on a grind, and being the wheels just kind of churning as they should. Like you're setting up systems. I see systems being set up and being put in place here, okay? And like large scale, like this is like a big deal kind of thing. So because these are major arcana cards, this is definitely like a new phase almost in your life. Yeah, definitely this is like, you know, a new it's just like the wheels turning and things are chugging along very happily. I don't want to even say it's a new phase in your life, but it's like a more studious phase in your life where things are a little bit more serious, okay? So I definitely see that seriousness here in month 2. Study, self-study, you might have nose to the grindstone kind of thing. You might get a mentor. And then here in the month 3, we have the Prince of Wands, which is the King of Wands in other decks. This is the like head of household of the wands, right? And he's here with his chariot, right? Not the knight, because we don't have the horse. That's the chariot energy. So we definitely have, you know, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You may have an influential person with some fire sign energy in your life in the 3rd month who may be one to influence you, but it could also just be that you are really taking action. You may be embodying this energy, this Prince of Wands energy here, and really taking action and moving forward towards your goals and really organizing all of those things in your life. That's like you're setting up all of the things that are going to make you successful moving forward. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing this energy. Do we pull anymore? No, they don't want me to pull anymore. So they just are saying that this Prince of Wands energy is either going to be you, or it may be the mentor who you meet who kind of like kicks you in the butt a little bit to, you know, get things in gear and get it together, right? Getting things in gear, I'm definitely seeing as kind of like a major influence here. So let's look at our major themes. I want to be a queen. I want to be a queen. This is definitely somebody who is, you know, they've been observing and they're kind of studying, trying to figure out how to build their empire, okay? Starting your sovereignty. So you might be trying to become independent, okay? Starting your sovereignty, declaring freedom, passing a test. With I want to be a queen, and we also have diplomacy here, I'm definitely seeing you like learning how to, you know, cut deals, right? I said earlier, negotiate. I definitely said earlier, negotiating, right? So, cut deals with people and, you know, figure out like how you can both get the best of the situation. You're trying to grow and you're like shedding your old skin for sure. So, you know, you're getting free, shedding that old skin, and you're taking that action and being like the CEO of your own life. Okay, I'm definitely getting that with the Prince of Wands here, CEO of your own life kind of vibes. Here we have compromise. This is your advice from your guide as a compromise. Here we have the shaking of hands. Look at that. Again, cutting a deal, negotiations, and diplomacy. Super heavy energy. So you might be signing an offer or making an offer to somebody, or making good on an offer, right? So in the next 3 months. So definitely think about what that looks like. And again, how can everybody kind of get the best out of what it is? And always know, just negotiating, always know your alternative, right? Like you never go to the negotiating table without an alternative, because you want to be able to walk away at any point if, you know, you're not able to come to a compromise and if you're giving away too much. So don't give away too much. You can shed your old skin and reinvent yourself, but like make sure you're doing it in a way that feels intuitive and natural to you. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you can come check me out for more videos. Namaste. If you are joining us right now, this is the Inversion Tarot. That's the tarot deck that you chose. We're going to be figuring out, we're going to be figuring out, that was my puppy. We're going to be figuring out what is going to be happening in your life over the next 3 months. We'll be looking into some advice and some guidance, and as well as some major themes of the next 3 months as well. And I already kind of chose your oracle cards for you. I haven't looked at them yet, but we'll look at them together, okay? So let's go ahead and get those ready. Here they are. These two are going to be advice from your angels and your guides. We'll set that across later. This is a major theme of yours for the next 3 months. And then these two cards are identifiers. So we'll look at the tarot a little bit later. I'm going to put that over to the side. These are identifiers. So these two will let you know if you've chosen the right pile. They should sound like you or remind you of yourself. So the first one we have is the Tiger. Ooh, Tiger. So definitely you may be a very spiritual person. You may really identify with cats in some way, or you may like cats. And if you don't like cats, that's okay. You may just kind of have some cat-like qualities yourself. And then we have transmission here as well. Okay, so you may have recently been sick, or you may also just be one, you may be a twin. Two, you may have been just really close with a friend of yours, or you may have a best friend or something, and maybe that will have something to do with this reading. So we have Tiger and we have transmission. I'm going to get a couple of other cards from a different deck to just help us to identify a little bit more about pile 5 and tell us more about pile 5. The number 7 may be significant to you somehow. You may be born in July. All right. Here we have the deck of character. I love this deck. So it's just going to give us a little bit more insight into pile 5. And so these are things that you may identify with more. And I'll read some of the words off of this in a second as well. Can you tell us a little bit more about pile 5? Can you give us a little bit more insight into the identity of pile 5, please? And this is a general reading, so, you know, not every single thing is going to fit you, but, you know, some things might. So we have spatula. You might like to cook, or you might just like to eat a lot. Can you tell me more about pile 5, please? We have gold coins and magnets. So you may be like a money magnet. You might be really good at manifesting money. Or you might be like one of those people who like goes searching on the beach, you know, with like the metal detectors. I'm getting that. That's obviously not going to be everybody, but you might also be the type of person who likes to collect stuff. You might be into collectibles. Let's see. Alright, we got a whole bunch of them, so I'm going to set the deck to the side and we'll just kind of see what we get. Alright, pile 5. We also have meadow, bulldozer. So you might be really into nature. We have bulldozer here in the reverse. You might be really against nature. Or not really against nature, but really against them like destroying nature. So you might be really into the environment. You might be an environmentalist, okay? I'm definitely hearing that song, They Paved Paradise and Put Up a Parking Lot. Okay, so that song, Big Yellow Taxi. They have one by Joni Mitchell and then one by Counting Crows. You might want to go listen to that. That might be like your jam. Knife. Let's see what else comes with knife and love potion. I get that you're not a very jealous person. You probably are not super jealous. I think that you're pretty secure in your relationships with people. And then also here, like with the tiger, I'll go ahead and read the tiger words right now, just so that we have them. But we have willpower, persistence, choice, passion, determination, self-confidence, charisma, masterfulness, and focus. So definitely I feel like you're a very secure person. You know kind of like what you bring to the table. So you have no reason to like be jealous of anybody in a relationship. We have sprout here in the reverse. You're telling me to turn this over. So let's see. Tongue. So I kind of feel like gossip may be kind of part of the game when it comes to you. Either you're like very good at planting gossip or really good at shutting it down, right? I'm definitely getting that. Ghost club. All right, so maybe you don't believe in ghosts or something. No crystals, or maybe like no hell. I feel like you're like not a super spiritual person. I even got that from the tarot deck that you chose, to be honest, because this inversion tarot is very straightforward, very to the point. It doesn't really have very many pictures. So I really feel like you kind of are maybe like not the most into like the esoteric, okay? We have vomit, rainbow, okay? Airplane, the universe, and ruler. Okay, so I'm definitely getting like that you have discussed with certain things, like you really like want people to be themselves and to, you know, be different, kind of like let their freak flag fly and not be ruled by, you know, kind of like the powers that be and like people that watch us, you know, and not be restricted. So I think that sort of like restrictions on your freedom is the type of thing that kind of really bothers you, okay? So that's what I'm getting here from this deck of characters. Let's go ahead and put those away. I hope that you found some of those, or any of those, even if it was just one, resonated for you. Because if so, then that means that this pile is for you. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. What's going to happen in the next 3 months for pile 5? I would like to know. Let's find out. Let's find out. I have to shuffle this just one more time. All right, so we have our tiger person, you know, like I said, even if you may not believe in all the spiritual woo-woo stuff, I definitely feel like you still are very like strong spiritually. Like I said, very secure in yourself, very determined. Let's see what major theme is for the next 3 months. Major theme is all in a golden afternoon. All in a golden afternoon. This is from the Alice in Wonderland Oracle. It says inspiration, creative spark, imagination, and conception. Okay, so conception could be literal conception of an actual baby, right? And so that could be transmission, because we could be talking about like handing down genes. I did say or something earlier about twins. So this could be like a mother-daughter. It could be a parent-child situation. So it could be literal conception. So those of you who are sexually active, if you're not looking to have a baby, make sure you're practicing safe sex, okay? We have inspiration, creative spark, imagination as well. So the next 3 months will definitely be a very creative 3 months for you. That exciting. Let's go ahead and see in the next 3 months, what can we actually expect? Okay, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to do some cards for the first month, some cards for the second month, and some cards for the third month. This reading is timeless. So that just means it's 3 months from the time of you viewing. Okay, just 3 months of the time from the time of you viewing it. Right now when I'm filming, it is the day before Halloween, so it's the end of October. So the next 3 months we definitely have some holiday stuff coming up. I'm not sure if that's going to reflect at all in this reading, but since this is a timeless reading, it may not. Okay, cool. All right, 1 month from now, this is a general reading, remember, so not every single thing may apply, but parts of it probably will. Okay, anything for more from 1 month from now? One more card, or a couple more cards, one more card. All right, anything else? All right, sure. All right, 2 months from now for Pop. There we go. All right. It seems like there's a little bit more 2 months from now for Power. All right, 3 months from now for Power. They're being a little bit mysterious. They don't want to let it all go, and also, 3 months from now, things change based upon, your behavior as well. So they're only going to give you kind of this one. So let's look at Pals 1 and 2, months 1 and 2. Pile 5, month 1. We have the Page of Pentacles here, 5 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Cups. Wow, lots of Pentacles energy. So I'm definitely getting that manifestation, that security that I was talking about earlier, right? Like I said, you're very secure in yourself, and that security is here. It looks like you are, I definitely see a child or a possible pregnancy here with the Page of Pentacles, okay? Page of Pentacles, also known as the Page of Coins, the Princess of Coins, often can represent a pregnancy or a birth. So again, those of you who are not trying to get pregnant, make sure you are using contraception, okay? But I can see a conception happening in that first month. If not, if that is nothing for you, if you're not sexually active, if that's not on the books for you, then this could be learning about something new and learning about trying to manifest something new. It could be manifesting something financially. It could be manifesting something creatively. It's just trying to bring to fruition something to earth, and you're like learning more about it. You're putting into practice things that you're learning, okay? So trying to embody that student energy of how can I, create something with this, right? Or kind of in the beginning stages of creating something. And I'm definitely seeing like there's a struggle in that, and I think that this creation is born out of a little bit of a struggle. It could also be, if it is a pregnancy, born out of a little bit of like a struggle love, okay? So you and your partner may not have, if you are active and you guys are, like I said, actively having sex, then you guys may not have all the resources or whatever to support a child. And that's not necessarily saying like you guys make your own decisions about what happens should somebody get pregnant, but like I said, it might be a little bit of a struggle love, and that doesn't mean that you guys are struggling to love each other, but it's just like you guys are both on your grind and trying to make it, and just in those beginning stages of life of trying to learn how to like manage money and manage your time, and just bring something to fruition. You might even be like learning something new. You might even be students yourselves, okay? So with that though, I am seeing like the actual security coming back through. I'm seeing that you're very secure in yourself, right? Like, and that you're going to make the right decision for whatever creation this is. Like, you could be conception of an idea. It could be a conception of a person. Either way, just, take the idea of conception just in general. And I don't necessarily mean conception. Conception just means the beginning of something. So we're at the beginning of something, and I see you being very secure in your ideas about what to do with that, right? You recognize that there are some pitfalls here. You recognize that there are some fallbacks or I don't want to say fallbacks, how do I say it? It's more like there are some issues, okay? You recognize that there are some issues here and that you still have a lot to learn, but you feel secure in yourself that you can learn that and like learn it in time, okay? With the Nine of Pentacles here, I'm also getting again like that 9 months energy. So definitely someone in this pile 5 is about to get pregnant. It may not be you, but it is someone. Somebody watching this video is definitely about to get pregnant. All right, here with the Four of Pentacles, I see you really wanting to, like seeing that you are secure in yourself, but like figuring out how, again, with time management, like that's really focusing on your mind, time management, money management. You're really focused on that. And I see you kind of having a fantasy about like what this life could look like, okay? A fantasy and a dream. And it could be a dream come true because Nine of Pentacles is a wish fulfillment. So if you have an idea, or if you do become pregnant, for some of you, you may be really happy about it. But if you just an idea and you feel secure in that idea, I definitely see, even if it's a dream come true and there might be some illusions around it now, you're going to try to figure out ways to ground it. You're going to find ways to ground this dream, okay, so that you can fulfill your wish. So definitely something is coming for you in that first month. We have something coming. It's a creative thing. It's something that you don't know a ton about and you're going to have to learn more about. And you may not have enough money to kind of fund it right now, whatever this dream is or this conception is. You may not have enough money to fund it right now, but I definitely see you kind of buckling down and figuring out how to make it a reality, okay? So that is the first month. Let's see what's happening in the second month for pile 5. One, we have the Seven of Coins. We have the Four of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Star, the Nine of Wands, the Chariot, and the Two of Swords. They're actually telling me not to take any of these reversals, so I'm going to turn them over. All right. Not that it really matters, because again, this deck is really super plain. You can see like Nine of Wands is just like 9 wands, right? So it's very chill. The major arcana, they do have some really beautiful artwork though. This is the inversion tarot. So here in month 2, I see patience. I see waiting. I see you figuring out not only how to fill your table, but like what else might be necessary. And in certain ways, maybe it might be overfull, okay? I see you feeling very attractive. I see you feeling like very special and having a lot of hope. I definitely see invitations coming your way. This may be, if you did find out earlier in the first month that you were pregnant, this may be like invitations for, people helping you and wanting to. Or it might just be like you feeling like, oh, my hair is glowing, my nails are glowing, my skin is glowing. Even if you're not pregnant or if you're not even, a person with a womb, you may just feel really, really attractive that second month based upon all the new things that you're learning or the new idea that you've had. And I think that you might be meeting a lot of new people, breaking bread with some new people, and, don't necessarily tell all your ideas up front, be a little bit patient about letting things grow, but definitely, I see things going well for you and you making some really good new connections, okay? I also see, again, this idea of protecting your ideas, okay? And knowing that, like, if you have something strong, like that Nine of Pentacles, if you have something strong, you really want to protect it. So we have that Nine of Wands here showing you protecting it and not really, like, letting somebody break down your energy, okay? With the Chariot, I'm definitely getting, like, move forward with whatever this idea is. Some of you guys may even end up making a large purchase, like a car, okay? But move forward with whatever this idea is, okay? You will have to make a choice, but at the same time, some information is going to come to light in the second month, and it's going to be some important information that's going to come to light that's going to allow you to move forward. It will allow you to move forward with your idea, okay? So, be patient with that Seven of Pentacles and that Two of Swords. You definitely need to be patient and, like, allow the information to come to light naturally, okay? But just kind of revel in this hopeful energy that you have, because there's going to be a lot of really hopeful and beautiful energy around you. People are going to be really attracted to you, okay? So just like revel in that energy and make a lot of really good connections, okay? Finally, for your third month, we have the Hermit. The Hermit, this card is definitely talking about study. It's talking about finding mentors, okay? You need to kind of take a step back from, all of the adoration and stuff that you're getting in the second month, because you're still a student. We learned that in the first month. You're still a student, even if you're not like literally a student in university or a student in school, you're a student of life and you're learning something new, okay? So you decided to kind of learn something new in this first month. It's really time to buckle down. You made some connections in the second month and now you have to buckle down. Maybe you found a mentor from the connections, but you have to start studying and really like looking to see the heart of the matter, see the light. We have that star here, so maybe that star is like somebody that you met or you're studying on how to be a star, right? Like you're studying this light and you know you have your own light, but you're studying this light like up close, right? Like what makes the fire burn, right? So you're really looking into that in this third month. So kind of take some time to yourself. You might get, one or two people who really kind of help to push you along this path. But take some time to yourself and get some studies in, okay? Let's see what your advice is from the Ask Your Guides Oracle. All right, I have deprivation and survival. We have prosperity guides here, deprivation. And then we have survival with healer guides, okay? So I am definitely seeing you spending some time alone, and I'm also seeing helping hands. So that goes here with this hermit and the mentor in both cards. You're spending time alone, and we have these helping hands kind of like reaching down from above, okay? So definitely I'm getting that somebody will be helping you, even if it's just divine assistance. It might be a spiritual guide. It might not be a physical mentor on this plane, but you will be getting some sort of assistance and guidance, okay? And even if you feel alone, even if you're feeling like you have to give up a lot, right? Because when we're a student, we have to give up a lot of time. We have to give up a lot of energy to learn the new things that we want to learn, okay? So at the end of the day, you need to be patient because it will be worth it, and you need to maintain that hope, okay? Otherwise, like, you wouldn't be having this assistance. If you were doing the wrong thing, you wouldn't be having this assistance. And in both instances here, we have like a light shining down on this person. So recognize that like that star that you see far off, that light that you are studying, that you want to shine, it is there for you, and you really can achieve this. You might have to give up something that you want in order to get it, or that you wanted at one point in order to get it. You definitely will have to give up time in order to get it, but know that the path is blessed moving forward, okay? So that's the advice that they have for you. And just remember, like, when it comes to survival, one, you're not alone. You're not an island, okay? Even if it may seem like you are, you're not an island. And two, like, you are strong enough to survive. Like, the tiger is not one to, be put down easy, okay? You have this tiger spirit in you. And tigers can be, I don't want to say unassuming because they're vicious animals, right? But they're also like, they look so beautiful and like they're just laying around a lot of the time. And, I'm just imagining like a cat like pawing and playing with, like a leaf or something, right? And tigers, they can just seem like they're really lazy and stuff, but they're fierce. So they know how to survive, and so do you, okay? And you're on a blessed journey here. So don't worry if times are hard or if you may not have, the funds that you need or want right now. Just be patient, invest in the right things. And there might be some messages here about investing as well with that page of coins. You may be learning a little bit more about investing your time into certain things or investing your money into certain things and kind of like what that gets you, okay? So be patient and keep your eye on the prize with the star here. And don't forget to study, all right? I hope you enjoyed your reading today. Thank you for tuning in. I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button down below if you enjoyed this video. I will definitely be back with more videos very soon. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope that you have a great day. Namaste.